Hello YouTubers, it's about, I don't know, it's in the afternoon. It's probably after 3 o'clock now. I've been so frustrated with myself I can't even begin to talk. I had a I'll wait till I get up there. I'm not in the, I just PO'd it myself. I'm gonna put this on, put this all back together. The transmission's in, which is an old thing. Well, I went up to the house and I got some anti-seize. Okay, I came down here to start putting this together because this needs anti-seize on it. And I go back to the Kubota to get the anti-seize. It's a different container than this one. This is backup. Anyhow, I can't find that thing anywhere. I've been looking for 2 hours for that can of anti-seize. I mean, I knew I had this one here, which is another one. Okay, but it got to a point where I wanted to just know where that other one got to, and that was kind of more the point at that point. It's just so frustrating. It's 96, 97 degrees out here right now, but I'm in the shade, and it's not too unreasonable down here. There's good breeze. Now, on the back of the camera, I put a piece of this white cloth down here that's rag cloth, so maybe the wind won't be so bad on you guys as it's coming through. But then you might not be able to hear me talk either, which I don't know. I'm just kind of frustrated right now that I can't find that anti-seize. I mean, I knew I had another container of it. That wasn't the problem. The problem was I wanted to find the one that I didn't have, the one that I lost. Now I'll put this on both surfaces in case. I'm using it more as an anti-rust thing than a anti-seize thing, but I guess it's the rust that locks most of this stuff up anyway. I got new towels. I got everything. I even got that jar of antifreeze. It has an applicator on it, and looked inside to make sure I had enough because I didn't want to get down here and get half started. I got rags and towels or whatever. This is that. What do you call it? Fixture or adapter, I guess is the best way to call this, that we made. Look at that, it even goes on. Now the keyway, oh, I guess I got that in the wrong place. On the keyway, we put two cutouts on there. The reason there's cutouts on there, I don't know why they're different heights. Don't need to be. The reason we did that is if you just put a keyway in there and you jam that key down in there, it'll distort the top of it and you might have a hard time getting that out. That's why it's got those indentations in it. Oh, I'm going to have this all over my fingers, I know that. But I'd rather have it all over my fingers than have a hard time getting it out. That's pretty good. Take this out of here, put this in here. Oh, I don't think it might go into that hole. I can't see. That's pretty good. Of course, that thing went all the way down in there. Put it in the other hole, lock it. It really doesn't make any difference right now. Looks like it's not a full keyway, but it's enough to hold that thing. This is just a slow, kind of pain in the butt job. I mean, it's not hard. I was going to put those two pulleys on there and all that stuff on there, but it's just not that hard taking this stuff off to put it back on. There, that won't go anywhere. Now we got to put the drive shaft on. No, first I got to get this garbage off my hands. I bought a bunch of new towels out. I hate to use new towels for something like that. I've driven up and down the road, or my paths, or my little goofy roads here more times than you can imagine, looking for that thing of anti-seize. I got no idea. We set everything down, it blows away. Oh my goodness, this isn't exactly light. Oh. Pretty heavy though. That counts. I had this up at the drive shaft store. They put a new U-joint in it back here. Huh. I didn't think that one was bad. I thought it was up the front that was bad. But they did it and checked it for balance and stuff like that, and everything seemed to be good. I got a white mark down there. That means I got to put that in the down. I got a white mark here and a white mark here. I'm guessing they're the same. Oh my goodness. I don't know how to. That thing is heavy. I wonder if I got a white mark on this. Yeah, I do. I don't know if you're in the camera or not. Yeah, let's put that in there. And he might not have put that in the same time. Well, there's a double mark there and a single mark there. That might not have got put in the same time. I don't know if you're in the front part here. It is very breezy down here right now. We'll bring it back like that and bring it down about like that. I hope that you saw the other stuff. This booger's heavy. I think I want to put this side. Now I thought I just saw white. Yeah, there's a white mark. There's a white mark there. I don't know if that matches up. There's a double white mark. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Trouble is, it's heavier than I am. Things are getting heavier and heavier. Does that put that white mark on the bottom? Can't tell. I don't know exactly what to do here. Jeffrey helped me put the transmission in, which you've probably already seen. Of course, you don't want to just go right in. See if that comes up. Yeah, it looks like it's about 180. I don't have a screw in it yet, and I didn't bring a hammer. I guess I can set it down. I don't think it'll do much more than fall out. Should have brought a rubber hammer. Guess I can use the bottom of this thing. Doesn't really matter. I don't think I'm gonna have to bang it too hard. Get one bolt in it. Of course, it doesn't want to go on. That's kind of a perfect fit, isn't it? Here's where the screws. I'm just going to put a lock washer on. I don't think the way I'm tapping it on. Of course, it didn't start it straight either. I'll put the lock washers on in a minute. That's too heavy for the old man. I should probably put anti-seize on these. Might. I'll put one in there and get it lined up and see what it looks like, and then take them out one at a time and put the anti-seize on it. This is up. There's the one. That fits real good. It doesn't fall out on my toe. I'll put one in to hold it in place. I think I got to put them through from this side. Set them there. Yeah, I think I got to run them through from this side. Of course, I'll put the one in there that just happened to be where that U-joint is. Ooh, that blade doesn't want to turn. There's a lot turning there, guys. Oh, man. That looks pretty good. I guess these gonna have the only other way I could do it. No, you ain't gonna get them in there. They gotta come through from this side. Oh, I don't really care. I guess I'll put this mess on them. I'd rather put it on and not need it than hate myself later for not putting it on. It's pretty straight, so it doesn't do a lot of wobble. You ain't turning that thing. I guess those belts, when you don't use them, those belts shrink down on the feed, and I guess that's trying to make the carriage go too, probably. I don't know. That didn't want to go in. That went in down there. I wonder why that one doesn't want to go in. I'm sure I might have trouble with it. Still like to know where that can of anti-seize went. Had it in my hand. Checked it. It was full. It was a good can of anti-seize. Got down here, started the film, just putting along. I mean, I was so mad I could have picked that camera up and swung it to the moon. It's just part of getting old. It don't get no better. I think I might have, well, I have no idea what I do, so I'm just kind of speculating that I put it on the seat of the Kubota and did a corner and it rolled off and I didn't see it. It was a round can. It had the little dispensing brush in it. Is that one I already did? Yeah. I guess this is the one down here that doesn't have the anti-seize on it. Yeah, because I didn't put a lock washer on it. Of course, I already lost the lock washer. I know where I put it. I put it in that keyway shaft and rolled this thing and then lost that. I'll tell you what, this sawmill is jinxed, guys. It is just jinxed. I guess if I go back and watch the video, except for it's probably up too high, I will know where that, there it is. I just getting more frustrated with myself and more frustrated with myself. It ain't gonna get no better. I know that I'm losing it upstairs. Nothing you can do about it. Not a thing you can do about it. I got to put the cross member in this thing. I hope that the wind is coming through here in a real good clay. I mean, you couldn't want for more breeze coming through here right now. Look Look at that one, doesn't want to go either. These things these aren't tight. Well, maybe they're a little tighter than I thought. And I know I was on my mark. No, I wasn't. There's another mark. That mark here is over here. Oh, I tell you, it's just starting to get to me, guys. I thought there was a mark there. Well, I got to take them all out because they don't want to go in that way, and I know they go in, and then I don't have to force it. Lost that one. Found it. It's going to be a 30-minute video of watching a senile old guy. That's all I can say. I thought I had that lined up. I thought there was a mark inside of there. That might have been a mark for something else. I don't know. But it doesn't want to go in. I'd just as soon not force it. It was this one that I didn't think would go in. Alright, let me take in. Oh, come on, come on. That's better anyway, because I see the double mark there. I just screwed up, that's all. There you ain't nothing else you can say about that. I did mark it. Guess I marked it right. Guess we'll find out in a little bit, won't we? This thing is, like I said, custom made. This piece here wasn't. That was part of the drive shaft. I guess you're still going up there. Oh, I put the lock washer on the wrong side. Man, my mind is cranked out right now. I shouldn't be doing this. That one doesn't want to back out to get it's so close here. It's so close here that you can't get it to go in. Now I got that crap all over my hands. And to put the steps in and take all the pulleys off, all these need adjusting, which that's a nightmare in its own right. Got to redo this one because I put the lock washer on the wrong side. Need to get a this can of paint down and paint these U-joints. Oh, that's right. I don't want to. Well, I could probably turn it here. It's a bigger surface. Oh. Need to get me a crank it bar. I kind of like the drive shaft idea for a couple reasons. I guess you're still there, I don't know. When you got belts on there and you start to take a bite into that log that you're sawing, if you think about that, it's pulling those belts, and much to change stuff pulling that. I've done it for years. That's the way the back sawmill is. It works, seems to work good. But I do think that it, if you get into a big log, I bet it moves that blade a hair. You know, only way you could find out is put a dial indicator on it, but you couldn't do it while it's running. I guess you could go up there and jump on the belt while it's not running and see if it can move the blade. That means something ain't tight enough. Anyhow, I don't know where you're at. I guess it'd probably be a good time to hit the like button or think about liking it. I'm not even liking it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you hit that bell icon, you come back when I'm back into this. I knew this was going to take more than the half-hour video. In fact, that camera might run out of film, because I did 2 more films earlier today. The one where we put the transmission in is on that card, and the one where we put the saw blade, the new saw blade on the mill in the back, is on that card. So it might be out of battery. Got to be pretty close to it. I'm about ready to go over and look at it. These are all finger tight now. That did go together a lot better as marked. Oh, let me see what we got here. 21, that's not as bad as I thought. Holy cow. Well, half hour to put this in, and all the mistakes I did. Oh, Lord. Too old to be jumping over that. Well, I guess I'll turn this over to see if this is still on the mark here, but it went in pretty tight. Well, I got 2 marks. Nope, I'm not on the mark, because I have a mark here and a mark here and a mark here and a mark here. So I guess I'll take that out and do that too. I only got 2 bolts in this one, except for it doesn't want to come out real easy. But I don't have to pick it up as bad. It might not want to come off this pulley. I thought it was going on just a little bit hard. Different pry thing. Might use the wood to pry it out. It's not doing too bad. There, we're loose. There. That's more like it wanted to get. That's more like it wears. You know, this bad boy is heavy. Marks are there. I'm not banging on it too hateful. I am going to put that on there, because you tap one side in, the other side comes out. Now, yeah. That thing's about right on fit. Of course, it's messed up enough that it's playing with the threads a little bit. Got more threads on that side than this side. Hope that piece of cloth in the back camera is not keeping that wind down. I wanted to put the camera on this side, but it's so light out there that it just makes it so dark over here. On the other side, you can't see anything. So that's why I didn't. That's why you're where you are. It does have a nice breeze down here. It's really not bad if you don't have a hat on. I don't think, if you have one of those ratchet wrenches, I don't think you could get in here. It's so tight there. I think that's about where it's going to want to go. There. Now, because I got it, we'll put some on there. I'm not really getting too carried away with this side here. I should. Took me a little while to find these nuts and bolts. I looked all over for them. Found them before I started doing the camera. Ooh, it did kind of booger them up a little bit. Ah, there it goes. Now I just wasn't starting it straight. I don't want to start it till I have this cross member back on it, or I would have started it up already. And this can go in and out a little bit. It stays basically straight, but we got the joint in there. I guess the guy at the drive shaft place made sure that was in line. I think it was anyway. I had a little bit of a vibration in it that I didn't like, up around 800 RPM. We were testing it out before we put the blade on. We had it cranking. We must have been in fourth gear winding, and had a little bit of shake. And so if it had to shake at 800 or 900, maybe 1,000 RPM, I got no idea. But we were cranking. Like I said, the blade wasn't on. Man, the wind coming down. Can you see the wind? I imagine you can hear it. I don't know if that thing I got on the back of that camera is working or not. But if this thing had to shake at 1,000 RPM, then it had the beginning of a shake that you couldn't feel at 500 RPM. I'll probably rerun this blade 600, I think 600 RPM. I have no idea what. I think it's hammered for 550. I don't know what it's hammered for. But what I'll do is I'll bring it up, because I got infinite throttle control and infinite transmissions and stuff like that. I don't know what speed I'm. Somebody asked me what gear I'm going to run it in. I got no idea. That'll be down the road. Now we got to take that one off and this one off. I don't know. Oh, here's the wrench. I left these brackets on it up here. I took all the chains out, put all that stuff away.